the cloudless azure sky. No shoes needed, just bare feet, walking on the sunny street. I order a drink straight from the tree, the most natural luxury. It's the coconut chill, cool and sweet, the best relief from the summer heat. I pushed it, reggae bouncing light, everything is feeling exactly right. Straw in the shell, sip it slow, letting the island feelings grow. Hydration from the nature's cup, lifting my thirsty spirit up. Sweet and nutty, clear and cold, a tropical story to be told. Cocoa water, cool down. The cafe overlooks the pier. The water is turquoise and crystal clear. Polished glass on the tabletop, a jazz beat that will never stop. Blue and green bottles in a row, catching the sunlight's gentle glow.
Sea glass and jazz, smooth and fine,
Sipping on a chilled white wine,
saxophone blowing a salty tune
beneath the bright afternoon moon. Reflections dancing on the wall, answering the ocean's call. Smooth,
so smooth.
Sophistication by the shore, I don't need anything more, just the rhythm and the view.
Glass clink, jazz fade.
Staying here for a long while. The guitar echoes the ocean roar, safe and sound on the sandy shore. Surf sun goes down. I found it washing in the foam, far away from its original home. Green glass frosted by the sand, resting now in my hand, unrolling the paper dry and old, a secret story to be told. Reading the message in a bottle by the sea, wondering who sent this out to me. Indie folk rhythm soft and sad, thinking of the adventures they had. Ink is faded, but the words are true. I am waiting here for you, drifting, drifting. Thrown into the tide so long ago, where the currents decided to go, a connection across the deep blue. Message received, sent with love.
The net is suspended above the blue, a front row seat to the view. Orange sun dipping in the west, putting the colorful sky to the test. We hold our drinks and watch the show, letting the tropical feelings grow. Sailing on the sunset catamaran, smooth and fast, making the golden moment last. Tropical house beat, chilling sweet, moving our tanned and sandy feet. My ringing like a bell underneath the sunset spell. Sail away. The water turns to purple
just within my easy reach. The wind moves them, clack and click. A natural, simple magic trick. Listening to the seashell wind chime soft and dry beneath the cloudy overcast sky. Ambient sound, handpan deep, the secrets that the seashells keep. A hollow sound, a calcium song where the coastal spirits belong. Tinkle, clatter, hush. Nature's music played by air, removing every heavy care. Focus on the random beat. Wind stops. Silence. Sound of rain falling on the ocean surface, distant foghorn. Lo-fi beat starts. The beach is empty, the sand is dark, the rain is leaving a heavy mark. I watch from the window of the cafe, a beautiful gray rainy day. The waves are choppy, the sky is low, watching the water currents flow. It's a rainy beach day, safe inside, with nowhere left for the sun to hide. Lo-fi beats and a steaming mug, wrapped in a sweater like a hug. The contrast of the storm and peace, waiting for the rain to cease. Rain down, rain The seagull walks on the wet wood, everything is understood. Nature needs a shower too, making the ocean freshness new. Rain continues. Coffee warm.
begun. Eating a pineapple slice bright and gold, a flavor story to be told. Udale's drumming happy and fast, making the summer memories last. Vitamin C and a happy face in this sunny island place.
Yum, yum, sweet.
Tropical taste. One more piece. So sweet. Sheltered spot, driftwood burning blue and green. The most magical night scene. Stars above and sparks below, watching the friendship feelings grow. Gathered round the bonfire by the dunes, warm and bright, holding back the ocean night. Acoustic folks singing along to a simple, happy song. The fire pops and the shadows dance, giving the night a second chance. Sing along, warm hands. Roasting marshmallows on a stick. The fire is performing a magic trick, turning the night into a home, no longer needing to roam. Fire dies down, waves remain.
Green shadows dancing on my face. Found my perfect resting place between two trees suspended high beneath a tropical blue sky. The rhythm of the leaves is soft, sending my peaceful dreams aloft. Swinging in a hammock under palms, back and forth, the most relaxing place on earth. Goosekiss Bossa, quiet and sweet, escaping from the midday heat. Rustling leaves, a natural song. This is exactly where I belong.
Coconut drops in the sand, the quietest corner of the land. Gravity has lost its hold, the story of leisure being told. Wind blows, eyes closed.
Looking at the turquoise water view, bright and clear, washing away every single fear. Tropical beat, marimba sound, the happiest music to be found. Shades of blue and shades of green, the most inviting summer scene.
Carried in hand, walking across the golden land. The grains are warm, the texture fine, a feeling that is purely divine, leaving a trail of prints behind, unwinding a tangled, busy mind, feeling the sand between toes, warm and dry, beneath the endless open sky. Indie folk ukulele ring, the simple joy that the beaches bring, tickling sensation, soft and rough, I just can't get enough. Digging deep where the sand is cool, breaking every city rule, connecting to the earth this way, the best part of the holiday, dust it off. Whoa, whoa, worn smooth by the wind and tide, where the coastal secrets hide. Bleach white by the summer sun, the journey of the wood is done. Now it holds my coffee cup, lifting my tired spirits up. Sitting at the Driftwood Table, rough and old, a story of the ocean told. Americana vibes like guitar, wondering how we got this far. Texture, salt and grain of wood, everything is understood. Salt air, wood grain.
slow and cooling sip, watching the sea breeze curtain rise and fall, answering the ocean's gentle call. Chamber pop strings light and white, bathing the room in the soft sunlight, dancing fabric ghost of the wind, where the riats in shame The boundary between in and out, removing every shadow of doubt. Fresh air filling up the space. Curtain falls, breeze slows.
Yellow mango, ripe and gold, the sweetest story ever told. Sticky rice with the coconut cream, live inside a desert dream. A sprinkle of mung beans on the top, a flavor that I cannot stop. Eating mango, sticky rice, sweet and warm, sheltered from every hunger, stonefish and poppy. Chime and ring, the happiest song that I can sing. Tropical taste, smooth and rich, satisfying the sugar rich. A rice so sweet. The perfect end to a seaside meal, the most authentic happy feel, savoring every single bite underneath the cafe light. Sweet cream, mango dream.
A circle of white on the fiberglass, watching the early morning pass. The smell of coconut, sticky and sweet, getting ready for the ocean meet. A ritual salt before the ride, waiting for the turning tide. That surfboard wax scent in the air, a lifestyle beyond all compare. Surf rock ballad, slow and cool, breaking every city rule, preparing to catch the perfect wave, the ocean memory that I say. Anticipation of the slide, with the surfboard by my side. The smell of summer year round, ready to go, surf's up. Wax on, wax on.
Stars are out, the moon is high, reflected in the dark sea eye. We gather round the pile of wood, everything is understood. Sparks fly up to join the stars, we play the old acoustic guitars. Around the midnight beach, fire bright and hot, the most magical perfect spot. Apusket folk singing loud, far away from the city crowd, faces glowing in the orange light, holding back the chill of the night. Sing, clap, bird! The ocean roars a bass line deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. Friendship forged in the fire's glow, watching the embers softly glow. Fire burns low, waves remain. Salty hair and sun, the day is done, but the evening fun has just begun. Indie pop beat, happy and bright, glowing in the fading afternoon light. Freckles on my nose, sand in my shoe, a perfect summer day with you. Yeah, feels good.
Swirling round my head, the beam cuts through the heavy mist, a lonely job that I can't resist, keeping the ships from the jagged rock, listen to the ticking of the old wall clock. I am the lighthouse keeper, steady and strong, singing the ocean's oldest song, shanty rhythm, stomp and clap, looking at the coastline on the map, the light spins round, a guiding star, no matter exactly where you are. Heave-ho, shine the light. The coffee is black, the pipe is lit, I do my duty bit by bit, saving the sailors from the deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. Safe home.
The sky turned gray in a blink of an eye, water pouring from the tropical sky. We ran for cover under the thatch, watching the roof and the raindrops match. The air is heavy, humid and sweet, cooling down the summer street. Waiting out the tropical rain showers, slow and wet, the most romantic moment. water pouring from the tropical sky. We ran for cover under the thatch, watching the roof and the raindrops match. The air is heavy, humid and sweet, cooling down the summer street. Waiting out the tropical rain showers, slow and wet. The most romantic moment we've met. Lo-fi jazz, saxophone low, watching the water rivers flow. Steam rising up from the high ground, the most relaxing heavy sound. Rain, rain. It passes as quickly as it came, leaving the world not quite the same. Everything green, everything new. Sun return, dripping leaves. Sun return, dripping leaves.
The water is glass, a mirror so wide, nowhere left for the fish to hide. Standing up tall on the floating board, striking a balance, a silent accord. Core tight, breathing slow, watching the morning colors glow. On the morning paddleboard, gliding free, just the horizon and me. Acoustic rhythm, steady and true, paddling into the morning blue. Silence on the water, peace in the mind, leaving the land far behind. Stroke light, breathe. Turtle heads up for a breath of air, a natural moment beyond compare. Ripples spreading from the blade, the best choice I have ever made. Paddle home.
5 arms spread on the sandy floor. I don't need to move anymore. The current sways the sea grass tall. Answering the ocean's silent call. Colors of orange, texture of rough. Being still is simply enough. Just a starfish resting deep and slow, watching the underwater world grow. Ambient sound, floating weightless, a state of being that is dateless. Harp notes drifting like the sand in this quiet, liquid land. Breathe, flow. The sun filters down in shafts of light, turning the darkness into bright. A slow existence, pure and free. Tide turns. Rest on.
Ice platter sitting on the white cloth, protected from the summer moth. Shells rough and gray, pearl inside, where the flavors of the ocean hide. A wedge of lemon, a drop of sauce, a culinary gain. No loss, eaten fresh, oysters and lemon, cold and brine. A taste of the ocean that is divine. Sophisticated jazz, classy and neat, the most expensive, elegant treat, sliding down cool, a salty kiss, a moment of pure gastronomic bliss. A sip of champagne, dry and cold, a story of luxury being told. The texture soft, the taste is bold.
gold, worth their weight in edible gold. One more shell. Cheers.
Gather round in a circle of chairs, breathing in the salty airs, discussing the plot and the character arc. Before the sky begins to dark, the wind turns the pages on its own, the best reading spot we've ever known. At the Seaside Book Club, read and share with the wind, tangling up our hair, chamber pop strings, cello deep, the stories that the ocean will keep. Words and waves, a perfect blend, reading with a seaside friend. Chapter 2. Imagination takes a flight, bathed in the coastal golden light. Fiction meets reality here. Book closed, discussion done.
The sand is cool as the sun is high, reflected in the water. We run into the waves so black. There is no turning the courage back. The water is warm like a velvet skin, letting the midnight swing in. Going night swimming, dark and free, just the universe and me. Dream pop vibes floating in light, bathing in the silver night. Phosphorescence glowing green, the most magical water seen. Sparkle, splash, glow. Every movement leaves a trail of light, a biological star in the night, silent and secret, hidden and deep. Float away. Starry sea, float away. Starry sea.
The ferry pulls away from the dock. I check the time on the tower clock. The palm trees shrink to a line of green. The most beautiful place I've ever seen. My skin is brown, my heart is full, feeling the ocean's magnetic pull, leaving the island, waving goodbye, beneath the vast and cloudy sky. Folk ballad rhythm, sad and sweet, until the next time that we meet. Memories packed in the suitcase tight, holding on to the island light. Farewell, farewell. Back to the city, back to the grind, leaving my peace of mind behind. But the salt remains in my head, a souvenir from the open air. Island fades, see you soon.
reflected in the ocean's eyes. Stretch up high, root down low, letting the morning edgy flow. Doing yoga on the day, calm and deep. The healthy promises that the body keeps. New age flow, flute melody clear, washing away every tension and fear. Salute the sun, greet the sea, the most peaceful place to be. Breathe. The wind is a teacher, the water a guide, with nowhere left for the stress to hide. Balance and strength in the salty air, a moment of peace beyond compare. Namaste. Morning peace.
The boats unload at the break of day. The freshest catches on display. Silver scales and eyes so bright. Caught in the middle of the ocean night. Vendors shouting the price per pound. The most energetic place around. Walking through the seafood market loud and fast. A tradition that is built to last. Drill, tit, jazz, rhythm. Chord and swing. Listening to the busy fishermen sing. Lobster, crab, and the tuna steak. The best meal that you can make. Fresh fish! Get it here!
leaving the surface, leaving a mark. The pressure builds on the metal skin, where the deep mysteries begin. The light fades out to a heavy blue, a silent world, strange and new. Inside the diving belty, quiet and cold, stories of the abyss to be told. Dark onion droves, a base low, watching the bioluminescence glow. Suspended in the heavy weight, accepting the silent watery fate. Ancient wrecks on the ocean bed, where the silent aquatic life is fed. Isolation is the only friend, descending until the very end. Going up, surface light,
Walking down the boardwalk, sunny and bright, looking for a sugary, chewy delight. The machine pulls the candy loop after loop, gathering the happy summer group. Pink and blue, green and white, a colorful, sticky, sweet sight. Chewing on saltwater taffy, sticky and sweet, the best candy on the summer street. Bubblegum beat, happy and fast, making the sugar rush truly last. Stuck in my teeth, but I don't care. Sweetness floating in the ocean air. Yum, yum. Pick a flavor, wrap it up tight. A pocket full of pure delight. A souvenir from the seaside town. Sweet tooth, sugar high.
His hands are up like a leather hide. He knows the turning of every tide. Sitting on a crate by the harbor wall, listen to the hungry seagulls call. A pipe in his mouth, a cap on his head. said. He is the old fisherman, wise and gray, watching the ships sailing away. Acoustic blues, harmonica cry beneath the stormy coastal sky. He knows the secrets of the deep, the promises that the waters keep. Sunset, tide turn. Step aboard the floating frame to play the visual ocean game. Looking down through the window clear, the window water world is near. Coral gardens passing by beneath the boat, beneath the sky. Riding the glass bottom boat, clear and true. A magical window into the blue. Tropical chill, steel drum rain. Watching the colorful fishes swim. No need to dive, no need to wet. The best view that we can get. Look down, look deep. With a lazy grace, master of this liquid space, hovering over the living reef. Drifting on, crystal clear. Drifting on, crystal clear. Door is open wide, letting the sea breeze come inside. Clay from the cliff, red and brown, the most artistic place in town. Spinning the wheel with a steady foot, mixing the sand and the fire so. Making seaside pottery round and smooth. finding the creative coastal groove, indie folk rhythm, earthy and real. The simple joy that the artists feel, shaping a bowl like a seashell curve, mustering the artistic nerve. Glazed with the colors of the sea, blue and green and foam for me. Fired in the kiln, hot and dry, beneath the coastal evening sky. Finished piece, art is life. Turns a bruise of black. There is no way to hold it back. The white caps rise on the angry sea. Nature showing its energy. We sit inside behind the glass, waiting for the hurricane to pass. Strikes the water's surface, nature with a violent purpose. Crash, boom, flash. Safe and dry, but hearts beat fast, wondering how long the storm will last. The beauty of the terrifying force. Storm moves on, rain slows, bucket and spade, a plan in mind, leaving the flat sand far behind. Towers rising, walls so thick, stacking the wet sand brick by brick, a moat around to stop the tide, a castle where the crabs can hide. I am the Sandcastle Architect, building high beneath the sunny summer sky. Oaks pop, playful and sweet, creating a palace at my feet. Flags of seaweed, shells for doors, commanding the sandy golden floors. The tide comes in the inevitable end to the sandy fortress I defend, washed away in a moment's grace, leaving not a single trace. Wave comes in, castle gone.
The beach is dark, the moon is new, a secret magic for me and you. I step into the water black and suddenly the light comes back. Blue sparks flying from my feet, where the ocean and the shoreline meet. Walking in bioluminescent plankton, glow and shine, a magic moment that is purely divine. Dream pop vibe, ethereal light, illuminating the summer night.
The net is up, the sand is hot, giving it everything that we've got. Jumps are flying over the line, the sun is making the players shine. Diving deep into the grain, ignoring the heat and the muscle pain. Playing the beach volleyball match, fast and high, ball soaring into the summer sky. Samba rhythm, energetic and sweet, moving the sand with our bare feet. Spike it down, score the point, moving every single joint. Cheers, go! Cheers erupt from the cafe side with nowhere left for the team to hide. The final set, the winning play, the perfect game for a sunny day. Game over! Handshakes!
Far beyond the breaking foam, where the sea creatures call their home, a melody rises from the deep, lulling the sailors to their sleep. A voice as clear as a crystal bell, weaving a magical watery spell, singing the mermaid's lullaby, soft and blue, a song of the ocean, old and new. Harp strings plucking a liquid tune beneath the light of the pearl moon. Close your eyes and drift away into the mist of the salt spray. The scales shimmer in the failing light, disappearing into the night. A myth, a legend, or a true song fades. Waves lap.
Wake up early, the coffee is black. Heading out on the watery track. Traps are heavy, the rope is wet. The hardest work that you can get. All in the cages from the floor, searching for the ocean store. Riding the lobster boat, heaving ho, watching the cold Atlantic flow. Celtic rhythm, fiddle and squeeze, battling against the ocean breeze. Red claws snapping in the crate, trusting the catch of the fisherman's fate. Haul it up, pull it in.
ice in the vein, ignoring the cold and the driving rain. Back to the harbor with a heavy load, into the watery rocky road. Engine stops. Job done. Stop, boy!
Easel set up in the dunes, humming the quietest of tunes, mixing the blue and mixing the white, capturing the coastal light. The brush moves soft across the grain, painting the sun and painting the rain. I am the plein air painter, still and slow, watching the colors gently grow. Classical guitar refined and neat, sitting here in the artistic seat, freezing the waves in a stroke of oil, fruit of the creative quiet toil.
Surfing adrenaline fast and loud, flying above the beach, go a crowd. Indie rock beat, driving in cool, breaking every gravity rule, skimming the water, jumping the wave, the kind of freedom that I
still in the grassy maze, lost in the beautiful green haze. The reeds are tall, the mud is thick, moving forward click by click. A heron stands like a statue gray, watching the kayak drift away. Paddling the salt marsh kayak slow and near, the quietest sounds are loud in here. Folk banjo picking a tune beneath the pale and daytime moon. Nature is busy in the grass, watching the silent traveler pass. Tide is turning, the water fills, covering up the muddy hills. A labyrinth of green and blue. Marsh quiet, paddle home.
Down in the vessel, steel and glass, watching the giant squid slowly pass. The coffee machine is bolted down, far beneath a coastal town. A cup of joe at 50 fathoms deep, where the monsters of the ocean sleep. Espresso, black and cold, a nautical story to be told. Dark jazz vibes, piano low, watching the bioluminescence glow. Pressure outside, caffeine within. Let the underwater night begin. itself.
Kneeling down on the rocky shelf, looking at a world within itself. A tiny crab with a single claw, following the natural law. Anemones waving pink and blue. A tiny universe wet and new. Exploring the tide pool, microcosm, small and fast. Hoping the low tide time will last. Glitch pop sounds tiny and sweet. The most interesting life to meet. Hermit crabs changing their shell under the ocean's temporary spell. Look close, see life. A reflection of the face above, looking down with a curious love. Don't touch, just watch the show. Tide comes in, pool fills up, splashing. The clouds are bruises on the sky. The wind begins to scream and cry. The palm trees bend to the ground. A terrifying, beautiful sound. The ocean rises to meet the rain, washing away the summer stain.
sea is gray, a perfect, quiet, rainy day. I cast my line into the deep while the town is still asleep. The wood is slick beneath my feet. The rhythm of the rain is sweet. Just rainy pier fishing, waiting long, humming a quiet, patient song. Acoustic folk, harmonica wail, watching the distant fishing sail. Nothing to catch, nothing to do, just me, the rain, and the ocean view. Thermos keeps the coffee hot. I found the perfect lonely spot. Nature washes the world clean. Reel it in, rain slows, feel it in.
Sweating, drops run down, the best relief in the beach town. Dark liquid swirling with the ice, a summer flavor that is nice. Sipping cold brew and sea spray, chilling cold, a refreshing story to be told. Lo-fi beat, mellow and slow, watching the condensation grow. Caffeine kick and a salty breeze, swapping the overheated mind at ease. Salt on my lips, coffee on my tongue. The day is bright, the day is young. Energy rising with the tide, nowhere left for the heat to hide. High smells, waves crash.
Orange flesh and green skin, let the tropicals begin. Squeeze the lime, let the juice run. Eating breakfast in the sun. Seeds like pepper, taste like sweet. The most delicious morning treat. Eating papaya lime, fresh and bright. Starting the island morning right. Calypso rhythm, steel drum ring. Making the happy taste buds sing. Zesty, sour and fruity gold. A flavor story to be told.
Yum, yum, zesty.
start. A happy mood, the most colorful, natural food, vitamins for the sunny soul. One more slice, so fresh. Planks stretch out for miles, passing by 1,000 smiles. Ice cream shops and souvenir stands, the happiest place in all the lands. The ocean roars on the right-hand side, enjoying the sunny seaside ride. On a boardwalk stroll, fast and free, walking beside the deep blue sea and deep pop beat. Guitar strum, marching to the holiday drum. People watching, sun on my face, loving the energy of this place. Walk, walk, smile. The salt air mixes with the fry beneath the open summer sky. Keep walking. Sunsets.
The sun has vanished, the stars appear. The ocean whispers in my ear. Silver path on the water black. There is no way of turning back. We walk together, hand in hand, leaving footprints in the sand. Watching the moonlit tide rise and fall, answering the romantic evening call. Piano melody, strings so sweet, making the love story complete. The world is dark, but we have light reflected in the water tonight.
listening to island radio, loud and clear. The best vibes in the atmosphere. Roots reggae rhythm, skanking slow. Watching the smoke rings gently blow. Don't worry about a thing today. Just let the radio play. One love, one heart. Connection to the local ground, the most authentic island sound. Radio fades, static returns.
tiny human boat. The world changes to a silent film, crossing the surface rim, colors bright in the filtered light, a beautiful silent liquid sight. Looking through the snorkel mask, clear and deep, the secrets that the coral keeps. A beneath talent, muffled sound, the most peaceful world I've found. Breathing slow through the plastic tube, floating in the ocean cube. Breathe, float, look. A school of fish turns as one, shimmering in the filtered sun. No gravity, no heavy weight, accepting the gentle drifting fate. Surfish now. There is sweet splash. Head looking down, walking slow, where the tide begins to go. Searching for a flash of green or blue, something old that looks like new. Frosted by the waves and sand, a tiny treasure in my hand. I am the sea glass hunter, patient and kind, looking for what the ocean left behind. Licking rhythm, gentle walk, no need for words, no need to talk. A piece of history smoothed by time, making the morning walk sublime. Turn to gems, nature's own diadems. Purple is rare, brown is free, gifts from the generosity of the sea. Pocket full, walk home. touches the waterline. The end of a day that was divine. The sky turns purple, pink, and gold. A story that never gets old. We raise our glasses to the view. Celebrating me and you. Cheers to treasure to be found. White and round, a star on the back, hidden in the seaweed rag. Fragile beauty from the deep, a souvenir that I will keep. Finding the sand dollar pure and white, a gift from the ocean light, a pieced in melody soft and slow. Watching the natural wonder grow, a perfect circle, a gentle art, holding the ocean in my heart. Handle with care, don't let it break. The most beautiful thing the waves make, a memory of the salt and sand, safe in hand. Ocean gift. Smell of summer in a bottle white, getting ready for the UV light. Coconut and cocoa butter blend, the summer's most reliable friend. Rubbing it in, the skin shines gold, a sensory story to be told. Smelling that coconut sunscreen, sweet and strong, where the beach lovers all belong. Dream pop vibes, hazy and warm, protected from the solar storm. The scent of holidays, past and new, a tropical memory just for you. Lying on the towel, baking slow, watching the summer feelings grow. The scent lingers on the salty air, a perfume beyond compare. Sun soak, coconut dream. Coconut dream. It's the Pier Carnival night, loud and bright, screaming with a happy fright. Electro swing, bouncing beat, dancing on the wooden street. Games of chance and prizes won, the night has only just begun. Have fun. A glowing city on the sea. Lights out. Fun is done. But here we have a place to hide. The coffee is hot, the jazz is cool, breaking every weather rule. The ocean is angry, gray and white, but we are safe in the warm light. Listening to stormy cafe jazz, deep and low, watching the weather show. Saxophone crying a lonely tune beneath the hidden stormy moon. Contrast of the wild and the tame, playing the cozy waiting game. The power flickers but stays on, waiting for the storm to be gone. A shared silence in the room, chasing away the weather gloom. fishing craft. The world is a map of blue and green, the most beautiful perspective seen. Gliding silent, diving fast, a moment of freedom built to last. Seeing the seagulls view high and free, the endless stretch of the open sea, our bones feel swelling, grand and wide, with nowhere left for the fish to hide. Circles in the air, white on blue, a majestic aerial view. Beach is a ribbon of yellow sand, dividing the water from the land. Master of the air and the wave, landing now, resting wings. Seagull cry faint.
I found a stick of driftwood gray to write the words I want to say, carving letters in the wet, a message you haven't seen yet, a heart, a name, a date and time, a simple sandy silent rhyme, writing a message in the sand, temporary art, speaking directly from the heart. Acoustic ballad, soft and sweet, where the ocean and the shoreline meet. The tide is coming to wash it away, but the feeling is here to stay. The canvas here, making the sentiment crystal clear. It doesn't need to last forever, just a moment of being together. Are gone.
Every morning at 7:45, he opens up the iron gate. The engine rumbles, the smoke is black, traveling on the watery track. Tickets punched and ropes untied, crossing to the other side. Hearing the ferryman's whistle loud and clear, the journey starts right here. Folk rhythm, accord and squeeze, cutting through the morning breeze, back and forth day by day, carrying the people across the bay. Toot, toot, chop! Connecting the island to the town, never letting the schedule down. A familiar face on the water blue. Docking now, ropes thrown.